2, and 1. Should be live. I think I got it right with the whole preparation here. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see. Good luck to me. Greetings, everybody, and welcome to Board Me Up. Today, we're going to start powerful and a little bit slow, as we're going to be going over Primal, as that's ending in 71 minutes, and then we're going to go over everything else really fast. If you're not a fan of going over what's out every day and Kickstarter and what's coming out and what's ending soon, then it's probably not the right channel for you, as I try to make these as often as I can. And so that means I have to go through each project pretty quick to make these in a timely fashion. So like I said, we're going to go over this now, and then we're going to move real quick through the various projects that have launched and are ending. If you have any questions, please let me know in the chat. But here we go. So Primal the Awakening is ending in 71 minutes. Highly funded at, well, $2.5 million around. So, okay, excuse me. Also, what was released last week was the preview of Monster Hunter, the official Monster Hunter board game. Now, Primal the Awakening isn't an official Monster Hunter board game, but it's very Monster Hunter-ish. This is the official one. It's just teased. It's not out yet. I think it's coming out in the summer. I'm not sure. Launching April this year, so April. All right, so first things first, let's do some comparisons real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on this, as other YouTubers have gone more in depth. Of course, with Primal, we already see everything that's out. For the most part, there's some secret stuff, but that has launched, right? So it's being funded now. So we have a lot more information. Now, starting with the heroes, we're only seeing one hero in detail from the Monster Hunter game. And I gotta say, I'm not a fan. I mean, it's closer to the video game, but that sword, it doesn't do it to me. It's a little bit too stylized, too big. I mean, Monster Hunter has that, you know, anime-ish also Korean game-ish oversized weapons, right? Like this arrow, this sword, but it's still balanced, the hammer. This one's balanced, but they look decent. But this one just looks a little bit too cartoonish. Now, the model looks great. So from that standpoint, I'm liking the hero characters better from here in the sculpts. Now, moving along, we have the, I forgot its name, but the monsters here. This is what you get for the $70 pledge. So they're offering to compete, because Primal is only offering, the cheapest is $168 for this core set. It's a lot of money. So these guys are taking a different marketing move. They're offering the game for $70 and then $140 and then all in at $200. So they're splitting up those prices more. You're getting less stuff. For the smaller pledge, you have 4 monsters, but in the comparable pledge to the Primal core pledge, you have the 140 pledge, where you have 7 monsters, 9 monsters, as opposed to Primal, where you get, how many was it? Let's see here. We got this. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit too close to the microphone. I'll try not to hit it with wind. Let's see. How many monsters were there? There's more, but you are paying more. Anyway, with Primal, you're seeing a lot. What I'm really attracted to are these cards, these upgrades for weapons. I'm really loving that. It certainly has that above Kingdom Death, and it doesn't have. You know, I'm not gonna bring up Kingdom Death. No time for that. I do own it. I've enjoyed it. All right. So different style of gameplay. If you look at the mats, now I want to talk about the sculpts, and then we'll probably move on after that. As I've mentioned before, nobody brings up these sculpts. Like, look at these hero sculpts. They're looking good, right? They're detailed. They're small and detailed. These guys are much bigger, but look at the detail. Look how bland everything is on them. The sculpts here, the images of the digital sculpts, look unfinished, to be honest. I think, I'm hoping, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be more refined once they're produced. This one looks decent, but these other ones, look at that. I mean, where's like the crevices and the detail? This looks really unsharp. You know, if you compare to the detail of these guys, look how tiny that detail is. And then you have this big dragon. Big dragons are still going to have tiny details. They're a big creature, but there's still going to be tiny scale details. Look at that. There's almost nothing going on there. To me, these look like unfinished, which is fine. They're just displaying that. But what irks me, I guess is the word, is when I watch the other YouTubers, board game YouTubers that I enjoy, talk about the game, they keep saying the fantastic monster miniatures. That's not too fantastic. If you look at Monster Hunter and you look at these monsters, they look refined, they look complete, they look finished. I mean, look at this guy. You see every scale. See, that's a finished sculpt. These just don't look too finished. But these guys are saying they're amazing miniatures, so I'm kind of trusting. Sorry, a little bit loud today. Let me tune it down a little bit, since I'm getting a little louder. So I'm kind of trusting their word that they do look great because they actually got to handle the demo models, and if they're saying that they're great, then I guess I'm gonna accept that because, you know, they actually got to hold it. But then again, different people have different opinions and views on miniatures. I myself enjoy painting them. I love the detail. I think I might have a little bit more of a in-depth look at them, but sorry about that. But I'm hoping for the best here. This snake creature looks great. Pretty finished there. See, that's the level of detail we're looking at or looking for. So I'm assuming that these were quick presentation sculpts, mainly for the Kickstarter, but they're going to be more refined. That's my only kind of area of concern, as if you're paying that kind of money and getting big miniatures, I want these to be just as detailed and quality as these heroes. The heroes look great. So nobody's bringing that up that I've seen, and I did want to touch upon that. All these look pretty refined. Board Game Co., another channel, was saying that you'll actually get more variety in this game, but I'm not sure about that. Maybe in the All-In it was talking. For now, I have pledged for Primal Awakening. It's ending in about an hour, but I did pledge the minimum, the $168, the $170 pledge. I'm still a little bit on the fence on it. As a painter, I can see that if I don't want it, if I don't enjoy it, I could paint them all and sell them. Oh, there's the beetle. I was wondering. So we don't see the beetle anywhere else. He's kind of a secret, isn't he? I really like that crab monster. It's very crabby. Oh, there's the beetle. I remember. Okay. Just the top view confused me. This one's pretty cool. Very unique. What else do we have here? A lot of cards, and then we got this big bad boy, and he's bigger than I think anything that the official Monster Hunter game has to offer. Let me double check that. Yeah, I think he's bigger than the biggest here. Now, okay, the last thing I wanted to mention is that this company, Steamforge, their last games didn't get great ratings, and that's why I'm supporting Primal more, because I'm seeing a variety of the YouTube board game YouTubers reviewing this game really well, and they've played the demo. That's real critique and unsponsored as well. So that's certainly something to take over this one, where they have a track record of coming out with these big licensed games, but they suck. That's a big deal. If you want great miniatures, they both have it, but this one at least has real backing by people, and they're really good. Actually, that's what kind of pushed me over the fence, is realizing who said what about this, and I think that's a pretty important thing. It's still a lot of money, and that's why I'm still on the fence. If I do cancel my pledge, I'll let you know, but that's that. If you do go in for a late pledge, the game's going to be a little bit more expensive in the back end, but you have to get this, the smallest tier here. I think it's, how much? Like $1? $2? Then you can get to the pledge manager in the back after this ends here, but it's going to be like $10 or $20 more expensive. So keep that in mind. But no FOMO, right? So that's that. We'll let's begin. Let me check you guys here. Okay, everything's good. All right. Now, moving along, everything that's launched today, or in the past couple days. I've been busy, guys, sorry, but okay, so we have Bernie Wrightson Jigsaw puzzle set. Not quite a board game, but I do like me some detailed puzzles. That's a new thing for me. It's almost weird to admit it, puzzles. Okay, I've mentioned that earlier. So this is what they look like. Awesome detail. See, this is what I like to see on a puzzle, because every piece you're going to see something, and when you put it together, you have this gorgeous work. That's awesome. The only thing I'm not a fan of that is black and white, but for the finished piece, if you're going to hang it as a finished piece, that's going to look wonderful. So I'm going to take a look at this as it goes through. It is funded decently at over $4,000 over the goal. Has 23 days to go. Let me just take a look at the price here. It's going to be going for Wrightson logo puzzle pin, t-shirt. Nope, that's not what we're looking for. Puzzle, $25. Fair enough. Moving onward. Just launched recently Embryo Machine, a Mecha Wargame, a compact, accessible wargame from Japan for 2 to 6 players. Mecha, so it's Mecha combat for 2 to 6. Let's see, 15 minutes per player. Cool. So it's pretty fast paced. Let's take a look at some images. What do we have here for our candy? This is the battleground. Any miniatures? Okay, there's standees. A mech game would be fun, but I would like to have somebody that's really into, board gaming to join me along with this, for me to get that. Anyway, if we're looking for something mech related, you like that, check it out. I'll take another look at this, a closer look, in about 14 days. Moving along, and again, this is 2 to 6 players. Price is at $45, and with stretch goals, and they have funded. Moving along, we have the Belgian Beers Race US edition. I've seen this before. It looks like this is the US edition. But yeah, again, I remember seeing it on Kickstarter previously, so it must have been not the English or US edition. They're funding well out of $1,000, which is a very tiny goal. They're at $11,000. How much is the game? The game is going for race all in. Okay, the all in's done, all gone. Reward no longer. What the hell? Well, looks like you can't pledge for it. I might as well close it out. That's kind of annoying. They limited it to 100 backers. 2 to 4 players. You know what? I'm closing this out. That's not cool. I don't know what's up with this kind of thing. They did it for a select few, their community. Fair enough. But, well, no point talking about it here, right? It did look like a fun game, but oh well. It's done and over, apparently. They've funded. They're done. They have 10 days to go for nothing, just to tease people here. Next, Doom Machine, a mint tin card and dice solo game. Sounds good to me. Small compact game involving Doom Machine before humanity is lost. So destroy the Doom Machine. I'm liking that. I'm liking that idea. Awesome 3 or 4 tone color scheme. Very simple. Save money on those colors, maybe, but it looks even better. Cards look great. The dice, nice. Let's see, how much is it going for? It's going to be $20. $20. This looks attractive to me. There's a game that's ending soon, the Bid Mint little game. So I'm going to talk about that later near the end of this show, but this looks great. No video. Shucks. It's funded well. How many players? How many players? How many players? If it has solo, it's definitely going to pique my interest. It looks like a fun little game. Let's see. Players. Come on. Where's players? And there's no video at the top. Solo. Okay. Oh, yeah. It did say solo in the description, didn't it? Yeah, in the title itself. Solo. Very cool. So I'll be taking a look at this in 26 days. I'm pretty interested. If you are in solo games, then check it out as well. A puzzle book treasure hunt, mob treasure. A puzzle book treasure hunt. Let's see, 15 chapters, over 75 puzzles full hint system. Looks like a fun solo experience, or maybe something you can share with somebody else. Very cool. I like these puzzle books. I think if I had the, maybe different time, I'd be, into it. I recommend you check this out. I'll be definitely doing a deeper look at it in about 28 days. Let's see how much it's going for. And that's $15. Yep, for the book full of puzzles. That's a fair deal. That's a fair deal. A lot of work went into that. Alrighty. Well, I'm assuming. Clinic Deluxe extensions. 2 new extension boxes for Clinic Deluxe Edition containing more than 25 expansions. Wow, 25 expansions. So Clinic, I don't know much about this game. It's something I would like to add to my collection. Some kind of clinic type of game like this. A hospital, maybe Euro style game. Definitely looks Euro. Let's see, second extension, third. How many players? How many players? We got 2 to 4 players. Okay. How much is it going for? And it's going for $40 extension. You will receive 1 extension. So that's not for the original game. There you go. There you have the prices, 40, 75, and 174. That's probably to get the original as well. Well, let me see here. Yep, that is it. So if you own the game, you might want to check it out if you enjoy it. If you do enjoy it, let me know down below. Then I'll check out the original and maybe start from there myself. We'll be looking back at this in 24 days. Moving onward, we have some STL files, some miniatures. We got to check out miniatures, okay? If they're cool monster miniatures, I will take the time to take a look at them here. Hope I'm going quick enough for you. All right, was just checking the stream. Okay, this is cool. The horse according to the Aztecs. I like that. A bunch of Aztec art-themed miniatures would be very cool because it's a very specific style. It'd be they'd be more about the artwork rather than monsters that you'd be adding to your D&D campaign, if you know what I mean. Just really cool artworks that you can paint up and have your miniature stand. And who knows, you can use them in the D&D campaign. Maybe use them as spirits. You know, something a little bit more abstract than literal physical monster. All right, then we got this fish, the Aztec mythology as well. Very cool. Mictlantecuhtli, Mictlantecuhtli. All right, cool. Undead kind of, well, ceremony, big guy. Very cool. Very awesome. I just said that. But, man, make that go against your Egyptian undead, you know? That's awesome. Undead, Aztecs, we need to see more, right? All right, Sipactli, from the model, the black lizard. Oh, that is cool. I am liking it. I wonder if they're going to have Azotl. Okay, let's see. Ahapu, Alkana, cool, Naga. Quetzalcoatl, there we have. The feathered serpent. And not quite as extravagant as I'd imagine. Quetzalcoatl, I mean, that's like a world creator, one of them. He should be bigger and more grand. But they're all pretty modest, Sicalcoatl, okay. That's cute. Okay, moving along, and that's that. This character is cool. This little chameleon looking guy. I love chameleon character miniatures. There'll be more stuff unlocking. Should I check this out again? No, I'll probably close this one out, but there you have it because I got a lot of tabs. So if you're interested, check it out. CoraQuest launched recently, making a lot of noise. One of the most noise because it's a father and his daughter who made a board game during the pandemic, and it for fun, and then it turned out to be pretty decent. It's very family friendly. You can create your own characters, print them out. They even made an app for it. That's pretty wild. They put in a lot of effort, it seems, into this, and I don't know how they made the app, if he did or he paid someone, because apps aren't cheap, that cheap to make yet, in comparison to websites, I think. So well done. If you want a family game, the first dungeon crawler for your kids, I recommend you check this one out. How much is going for it is solo, so 1 to 4 players, and it starts at $42. $42, decent price tag, a little bit high, but it does have app support too to make your own characters. There you go. Not for me, right? With my situation, I'm just an adult here, but if you have family, if I had family, I'd consider it. Moving along. And that ends. We'll take a look at it finally at the end too, see if any stretch goals, what kind of stuff comes out. We'll take a look, a deeper look at it in 15 days or so. Tempo Playing Cards Series Arc Card Company. What is this? Are these just playing cards sold out in 60 minutes? Don't tell me this is another thing you can't even bid on. Okay, you can. It's going for what? Gift box set, $31 here. But are they regular playing cards or is it a specific game? They're playing cards, but what? Oh, they're cool. Look at that. What's going on here? Okay, it's got me intrigued. I'm watching the video. I'm taking the easy way out. Letting the video explain better. Okay, it's taking out the cards and doing cool movements with them. What's next? Here we go. How did that happen? Is it under blacklight? What's going on here? Yeah, it is UV light, UV fluorescent light, so black light. Cool. So if you're playing with a little bit of black light around, yeah, that's what it's going to look like. From my experience, you'd probably need a stronger black light to have that strong of an effect. But cool. Sexy cards. In the end, they're just, I think, well, playing cards. Traditional playing cards. I'm not going to save them. Again, like I said before, those launch every week. New dice, new playing cards, traditional playing cards, just different versions. How many playing cards and how many dice do you really need? Apparently a lot. Everybody needs a lot because they keep backing this stuff. $116,000. Nice work. Well done. Is this their first? It is their first project. Congratulations. Yeah, good luck. Hope you get up there. Moving onward, we have Coral Island, reimagining the farm sim game. What is this? Is this a board game, first of all? No. Oh, that looks fun. For a farm game? That looks beautiful. Let me see. I don't usually do video games here, but that looks great. 74,000. They hit. It's hard for video games to make it on here, and they hit it. That is cool. You know what? I'm going to keep an eye. Usually I'm not going to save video games. I'm saving this one. This one looks good. Well done. Yeah, it's not a board game, but very cool. Moving along. I'll talk about it more in 27 days or whatever. Grasping Nettles. A storytelling. So if you're a new subscriber or whatever, or watching, and you want to see updates on these projects that I just give a hint at that just started, when they come to an ending and hear my final thoughts, make sure you subscribe so you hear all that. Grasping Nettles. Storytelling building game of building worlds and tackling problems through generations. 1 to 6 players. 1 to 6. I like you. How much is it going for? And looks like it's going for $15 for the physical thing. It's another zine. A lot of zine, like magazine games, just, I don't know, started up. That's a new thing. It's going to be dice, traditional playing cards, and zines, backed up by chess versions, and then all the other original good stuff. So that's that. I don't know if I'm that interested in keeping this open. It has funded, has had a tiny goal. What's going on here? Let me see. World building. Okay, easy way out.
Grasping Nettles, a GMless story.
Usually I watch the videos at the end.
Happens to it over the course of generations. To play the game, you'll
Awesome
be
edit.
little pieces around this board called the wheel. Each piece is mapped to a faction in the community that you're building. As the pieces land on the different spaces of the wheel, you'll be performing actions that those spaces correspond to, using that piece starting a shared understanding on. Oh, does this character remain important? Do they die or just grow old and return to the background? What changes about this location? Does this faction remain in control?
Cool. I think it's a great addition if you're a world builder and you play D&D and the other RPGs, if you play a lot of RPGs. I don't, not currently, not too interested. I'm actually going to close this one out, but I do recommend you check this out if you are into RPGs and looking into world building. Okay, the cool thing about it is that it's not like a world building supplement, something to help you. It's actually a game itself. That's very cool. Stories from the Slough. Stories from the Slough, fantasy hex crawl adventure set in the strange swamp of Zine Quest. See, another Zine Quest. Yeah, okay, not really into that. Not sure. Let me know what you guys think, but it has funded, so congrats on that, Dapper Rabbit Games. Closing out. Next, games that are now ending. All right, once our channel gets bigger, we get more subscribers, I'm going to make a text, something to show that we're changing the show now to ending soon. So now we're going to be going over projects that have ended and are ending soon. Usually I don't cover what just ended, but there have been some since I skipped some days. Epic 7 Arise. If you love anime, if you like Japanese RPG, this looks awesome. It has good looking miniatures. A lot of cool stuff. How many players is it? Where is it? I'm not seeing the details. Okay, let's see here. Nice video. No narration. Look at that. It's a sexy looking game. Nice models. Cool. They're keeping a stylistic approach that actually is balanced. Unlike a little bit of the new Hero Quest. What turned me off a little bit were those mice with the big heads, like those guys. It's a little bit not so adult and realistic to me. I mean, anime can be realistic. It doesn't have to be unrealistic always, right? There's different types of anime and for different ages. You can get very gritty and realistic. It's always going to be stylized. But this is a little bit for the more kid-friendly with some stuff. Like all these guys look fine. I mean, it's adult, it's normal, it's kid, adult, it's for everybody. But when I saw those like little mouse character, that was pushing it a little bit for a family-friendly, rather than not really caring about who sees it. I don't know. If I hope I'm making my point across. But if you are into this style, I do recommend you check it out. I haven't looked into too much of it, just because it's not really piquing my interest from the get-go. And there are so many projects asking for money and great projects starting. It's gotta really pique my interest. It already funded, so it's done. It's probably gonna have a late pledge, so you can still get in. 4 million Hong Kong, which is about I think a little over $500,000. So well done on that. Let's close that out. Call of Madness. I was thinking about backing this, as I told you. What turned me off finally? Oh yeah, I was looking at reviewers, and I think there was nothing too original or too like shocking and amazing about it. I love the theme, but you know what? I don't have Mansions of Madness. I don't have Cthulhu May Die yet. I don't have a lot of great, already known to be good games that are Lovecraftian. So I might as well wait, and when I have the thirst for it, just get one of those, and work my way down. Plus, I have Deep Madness, which is also Lovecraftian. So that's why I didn't back it, but it is done. If you're interested, do check it out if you're into Lovecraftian horror. It might just be up your alley. I remember they said it's kind of a little bit tower defense, and what was the other word? It is a co-op game. Deck building, I think. So there we go. That's my quick skim through that. Okay, what else is ending very soon? Again, we're back at Primal. It's ending in 42 minutes now. 42 minutes, people. The FOMO is freaking real. I can still cancel my pledge. I can still cancel it. I can click right there and cancel it. Should I do it? Should I not? You know what? I'm going to count on these guys. King of Average, I'll go with you. Arado, it's paid sponsorships, whatever. Board Game Co. I'm going with you. And what's Man versus Meeple? What's his name? Jeremy, I think he did. Is it Jeremy? I'm not sure. He did a good video about it. And those three guys, to agree, they're all pretty picky and experienced, much more experienced than me. I'm going to find that I could put that money into some kind of investment, but this could be an investment too. Yeah, I guess I'm in. Oh, goodness. This year's going to kill me. We'll see. I don't know if I'll be back in Monster Hunter. Maybe just for the monsters, paint it and sell it. I don't know. But I don't think the game's going to be better. I don't think it can beat out these reviews for this one. Again, that's a summary of what I said at the beginning of the video. Anything else? Well, we have Masters of the Universe coming out this year, which I'm looking forward to too. But it doesn't have solo, so I might not even be getting it. It's like the Hero Quest. If the Hero Quest had solo, I would have gotten it. But it didn't. They kept everything as the old one. Maybe a tiny improvements on gameplay. That's, you know, if you're going to reintroduce a game 20 years or more later, at least advance it a little bit to be competitive with what's out in the market. I mean, it's cool that you kept things the same. This is a little bit of my Hero Quest rambling, but or ranting. But you know, I get it. You want to keep it the same. I'm all for it, but you have to. You know, the people that played it back in the day are older now too, and kids are even used to different games now too, more advanced and better games. So yeah, they could have stepped that up a notch. And keep everything the same, just add some rules to make it even better. Why not? Make it even better, I'm saying. Okay, if you have the opportunity, right? Mint Bid. It's another one of those pocket-sized games in a tin can box. It's $10. That's really attractive. My goodness. It looks fun. It's a bidding game. I'm still on a fence. I did mention when it first came out that I'm interested in it. Let's take a look at how to play.
Auction, the auctioneer starts
cool, this is quick. Let's watch this real quick.
They may choose to partner up with a player on either
it's
side
ending
of them.
soon.
If either player agrees, then they must bid at least one mint as well.
Okay.
The players with the highest total bid win the
Playing
location.
with mints,
The
actually.
location is then placed between the winning partners. During a closed auction, all players hide their mints and, in secret, select an amount to bid for the location.
Cute.
The players sitting next to each other
I
with
guess.
the highest total mints win the location. The
Okay.
location is then placed between the winning partners. Players may have at most 2 rows of locations,
You'd
but there
always
is
be
no
fun to
limit
play
the
with
number
real
of
money.
cards in a row. The colors of the mints on the sides of the cards do not need to match.
Just
If
dollars.
they do, each matched mint color rewards an additional 1 victory point at the end of the game.
Okay, that's actually not as exciting as I was expecting. I thought something more extraordinary with bidding and just having a lot of fun and having crazy things you can bid on. Maybe this video just didn't display it the best. Let's take a look at this one, because I'm really, I was really thinking about it. A bid game I think would be really fun. I used to play bid games with my students for fun lessons, English lessons. But let's see here. See, this video
Either
looks.
side of them to bid with a more
See, this video is displaying it much
one
more
AI
attractively.
card, one 6-sided die. The highest bid. Auctioneer. token.
Yeah, I think Agropolis and one of those games looks
So
better.
you
I'm glad I can
let
save my
the
money on it.
auction
The FOMO's
begin.
down for me, unless you guys see something else. Yeah, just a little bit too simple. Not much going on in it. Let's see if anybody else reviewed it. Any quotes from somebody I know? Okay, there are actually a lot of things going on here. But you know what? No, I just back Primal. So anyway, if you're interested in a little pocket-sized game, that sounds fun. It's just, yeah, I think there's better pocket ones. It'd be fun to play with like younger people, but I think you'd get pretty bored of it pretty quick playing with another adult. Personally, I don't know. Napoleon's Imperium. Anyway, well done on it, guys. Let me see if that was their first. It's not their first, but anyway, well done on it. Napoleon's Imperium, 2 to 8 player game pitching empires. I like the sound of that. It is 2 to 8 players. Probably not going to watch the video, so if you're interested and you're looking for something 2 players, world domination, maybe a little more complex. Doesn't look too complex. check this one out. It's going for $119. This is no joke. Cool. Let's see, two lines to struggle for Europe. Yeah, so it's divided by 2. So you can have 4 players. I don't think you can play a 3-player game. It's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have enough people to play stuff like that. Well, I can play 2, but it might be too heavy. Okay, let me skip through the video real quick. Let's give it a fair bet. Wow, that's not their first run for this Kickstarter. Too bad. No narration. Okay, yeah, if you're interested, check it out. It's ending in 26 hours. Next, in 42 hours, we have CardWeaver Reprint, and that's 1 to 4 players. I think they don't even have a rating on BGG yet. It's like even new everywhere. Let me see here. Yeah, it's not out yet. So it's already a reprint without much information out. 1 to 4 players, deck building cooperative. Okay, cool. Not into any new deck building games, as I don't own any, so if I'm going to get something, it's going to be something that's known to be good, like the Xenomorph one, I think, and the Legends, some Marvel Legends, and some other ones. So anyway, but if you are looking for a new one, do check this one out. It has not funded. Oh, this is probably not going to fund. And it's not their first rodeo. Well, check it out if you're interested in what I'm saying. If you're in a car or somewhere, remember, CardWeaver, it's going for $40. Steep. Okay, moving along. We have, ending in 46 hours, Maeshowe, and Orkney Saga. 1 to 2 Viking survivors. Ah, yes, the 2 keywords I like, Viking and survivors. Yeah.
That's and landed in Orkney in the North Atlantic. Without warning in front of them, desperation, they climbed onto the roof and fell through. The sagas tell that, unable to find
I think they just voiced the air blowing. I like that.
In desperation, they climbed on
something I do.
The saga wanted some blades before succumbing to hunger, thirst, or madness. On your turn, you must choose 1 card from your hand to play and 1 to discard. Play 4 excavate passage cards in a row to successfully excavate 1 section passage. Digging your way out isn't easy, however, and you must manage your food and health resources carefully.
Cool.
Discard the passage collapse card to avoid losing your heart.
Nice.
Write your name.
If I wouldn't have any survival type games coming, I would have definitely checking this out more, but it's not piquing anything in me right now too much. If you're interested, it is going for $21. It is ending in 46 days. If you're looking for a smaller survival game that you can play by yourself or 1 other person, and it's Viking themed, check it out. I recommend it. Well, from what I've seen here. I'd recommend you watch some more videos and reviews on it, but it looks like a fun time. 30 minutes, nice and short, somewhat. Okay, moving along, we have Concealment Society. Been going on for a while now, but a lot of stuff. I told you, 47 hours to go. A solo journaling game, just like one of the ones we saw launch. Let's see, any eye candy? No eye candy. It has funded barely. Well, it's a small funding, so out of $100, managing and hiding weirdness in this world. Okay, if you're interested in something like that, a book, journaling, cool mystery game. Again, not for me currently, not too interested, but I do recommend you take a look at this. It looks interesting, to be honest. Moving along, 49 days to go. We have 49 hours to go very soon. By the time I make the next video, it'll be done as well. Innovative branching narrative game book, post-apocalyptic world. How will your world end for ages 14 and up? Is this a game or a world-building experience only? I think it's a game. See, it's another one of these, should I say zines or book game or journaling? I don't know much. I just look for more flashy things for myself currently. A lot of stretch goals unlocked. It's a good deal. If you're into this kind of stuff, check it out. A lot of stuff unlocked. A lot of people backed it. I'm watching the video. I'm curious.
100 years after the Ash War caused global collapse, The world is a hostile place. No one knows how many remain. You were born and raised like everyone you know inside the vault. It begins in
very cheap.
expeditions to search the old world.
Maybe 17
Make
bucks
contact
for
with anyone
anything.
there and record what they find, with the hope that someday
Hardback.
we could return to the surface. Now
$9.
it's your turn. In this open world adventure book, you will explore and document your journey through the old world. As each decision you make will unlock things. Next, change every aspect of your character's journey through a character sheet.
Yeah, this is
Marked
cool.
Chapter Loco, included for free, resulting in an entirely different path through the story.
Very cool. If you guys are looking for this kind of thing, recommend it. There's a lot of cool projects like this coming out. That newest one that I showed you that just launched, that looks very cool too. Yeah. Just not for me right now, but I do recommend if you're into this game book style games and compact. I was into it, but then I started getting more and more board games and less time. Yeah. Especially if you travel. My goodness, how amazing it would be to have this, you know, on an airplane. Long trips. This is over 1,200 pages. Check it out, guys. Well done. Well done, creators. Okay, moving along. We're almost done here. 49 hours to go. Tinner's Trail, a game by Martin Wallace.
I'm a proud miner, like my father before me and his father before him. Things are changing round here, though. Our mining company's just been bought by a bigger one, and the mining's becoming big business.
One to
Seems
5
like
players.
every day they're building a new mine.
$44.
Trains and big boats are
About
getting more.
Jaws of the Lion pricing.
I think I'll trail
Okay, let's
to
take a
one
look.
design.
Nice.
Redeveloped by Alleycat Games in partnership with Martin Wallace, we're proud to present this ultimate version of Tinner's Trail that also includes 2 brand new expansions. The Arsenic expansion features the new resource of arsenic, which carries great
Expansions.
rewards at a high cost. And the Emigration expansion sees your miners travel to distant lands, taking their skills with them to give you benefits back home in Cornwall. This new edition also includes an innovative solo mode and vastly improved art and graphic design.
Okay, so the original is rated as 7.3 on Board Game Geek. Take it as you will. 1 to 5. Yeah, not piquing my interest. I don't know what it is. I got a lot of stuff. Just back Primal. So check it out if you're interested. Take a little bit of research. It might be right up your alley. I wouldn't mind a game like this, but I don't know. Maybe something more world domination. I don't know. I don't even have time to do anything. Who knows what I'm doing, but do check it out. I am here for you and sharing this stuff with you at least. It is going for, again, $44. Looks like a decent deal. I mean, you could get, if you're, you know, a dungeon crawler type of person, Jaws of the Lion is going for that price. Even cheaper sometimes at Target. So for what you're getting here, the deal looks fair. It doesn't look really good. It doesn't look cheap, bad. It's fair. And I haven't looked into in depth, right? But if you are interested, do check it out. I'm just here to give you first impressions, more or less. Next, we have Fallen Land, 2nd edition. This is the last thing on our list for today that I'll be talking about, as it ends in 68 hours. Fallen Land, 2nd edition, big box, Descendants expansion. Let's take a look here.
Fallen Dominion Studios has returned to Kickstarter with an epic new version, Fallen Land 2nd edition. It all began many years ago, when the U.S. home front, once prosperous, became just a distant shadow of its former self. And then terrorists were able to stage the first successful mass attack on U.S. soil since 9/11, as the U.S. retaliated with a massive barrage of cyber attacks and EMP strikes. These attacks were reciprocated and escalated exponentially, plunging the entire world into darkness.
Welcome to the Fallen Land Kickstarter campaign. In this campaign, Fallen Dominion Studios is bringing you the 2nd edition of the award-winning game, Fallen Land, and also the 3rd expansion, Fallen Land Descendants, which brings all new factions, The second edition includes several notable upgrades, including 2 of the previous expansions.
All right, I'm going to cut it short here. Check it out because this should have already piqued your interest if it is your kind of thing. For me, I'm going to say if I had a buddy, especially that likes war games and likes stuff like this, I used to have one, I would get it. For me right now in my current situation, probably not, but the expansions and the core game is going out for $118. Other than that, if you want to get something cheaper, they're just expansions. Core set? Wait, that's the core set. Core set. Or maybe it's cheaper here at $89. Yeah, core set. So it's not going to be cheap because it's a remake, right? With expansions and they upped everything, looks like. But it has good ratings, apparently, and $39 for here. Expansion, that's for the expansions alone. Check it out. I'd like to hear more about this one. Fallen Land. How many player is it? Let's go to BGG real quick. Actually, Fallen Land. Let's search it out. BGG, awesome. It's right there. And 2017 it came out. Still at an 8.2. That's very good for that many years. Well, not that many, but it's still up there. And 2 to 5, so it doesn't have solo. I don't know if the new one has solo. But if you are interested in domination like that, which I kind of am, but I'd really want somebody else to play with for this. Even if it had solo, I don't know if that'd be so enjoyable for me. Moving along, that's it. We're done. There's other things ending in 3 days, 3 days here, 3 days, another pocket one, and Carnegie, the other big game that I'm pretty interested in if you're interested in financial economic game. And I sort of am looking for something like that. That's ending in 4 days. And what else? 4, 5. All right, and onward and onward. So, today's big hits, well, Primal, and what launched? Coral Island, what was that? Oh, that's the video game, I think. Yeah, so what piqued my interest? This book game looks awesome. This book game looks great. This tin box game looks awesome. It's got solo. That looks very cool. How much is that going for again? Is it around $10, please? No, it's like $20. It's a little bit high for a tin box game. But you're also not playing with mints. You're playing with real stuff. Or plastic and stuff, right? What else? Anything else major that launched? No, that lovely puzzle. That's it for today, guys. I'm ending the page here on Primal because it has 24 minutes to go. Am I still on the fence? Not too much. I'm pretty much over the fence, but I still have my hand on the fence because you know it's a lot of money and all of that. But because of the reviews from YouTubers I enjoy watching and more experienced people than I in board games, I think that lets me let go of that fence and kind of not even look at it anymore and go on my path forward and leave that fence. So that's Primal for me. If you're interested and you just joined in, I see somebody in the chat has. I did go and compare a little bit with them with Monster Hunter at the beginning of the video. So you can check that out once I'm done talking, which will be soon. But more or less, gameplay-wise, it looks like Primal, you know, it's hard to say. But looking at track records and stuff, Primal seems to be winning on that end. Now, Rendi Septiana, that's a nice name, Septiana, said in chat, Coral Island. Yeah, Coral Island looks awesome, doesn't it? Are you a creator of Coral Island? You might be part of the team or something since you're here and saying stuff because you're here and we don't have a lot of people. Coral Island looks awesome, to be honest. I haven't been playing video games much, but I miss the old good sim games. I don't know why the hell nobody's making them. This looks very gorgeous. Like, I don't care for cartoony and very kid-friendly looking games like this appears when it's like in my face, but from top view and everything zoomed out like this, I don't mind. It actually makes everything clear and it looks very enjoyable. Look at this strawberry, so big, everything's so clear to see. It's very beautifully done. Look at that. Look at that. Let me see. Oh, I thought there would be a list of the people involved and I would see Satiana. What a name. yeah. Wait. I'm being nosy here. But no, it does look cool. I don't know. I'm thinking of sharing it with my little Discord group. That's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. That was our roundup. And if I get more people and these get more views, I will do them daily, literally. I just don't because, nobody cares, and I have a life too and things, so, I don't want to burn myself out too early. I've done it in the past. That's it for me, guys. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you think. See you and enjoy the hobby.